Is the rapture of the Bible unfolding in Israel? Are we seeing signs of the end times in the Jewish state? What does the Bible say about the coming of the rapture? As we move into an era that many interpret as the last days, a series of events in Israel appear to fulfill ancient prophecies. Watch this video to explore the amazing signs of the rapture in Israel. One intriguing and hotly debated topic that has captured the imagination of believers worldwide is the reconstruction of the Third Temple in Jerusalem. With deep historical and religious significance, this temple holds a pivotal role in the Jewish faith, particularly for Orthodox Jewish followers. But what sets it apart from its predecessors and ignites fervor among believers is that the construction of this temple is believed to signal the arrival of the Messiah. Not only does this notion command attention within the Jewish community, but it also finds resonance in certain Christian interpretations, especially those related to the end times. The prospect of a third temple being built becomes a tantalizing glimpse into a future center of Jewish practices and rituals, a milestone of utmost importance. Yet this ambitious project faces a myriad of obstacles, chiefly the contentious issue of its intended location, a spot that currently houses another striking religious structure, the Dome of the Rock. This convergence of sacred places has set the stage for a clash of beliefs, generating tension and disputes between Israelis and Palestinians. Control and ownership over the region, known as the Temple Mount, has become a fiercely contested battleground, with both sides vying for dominance. Adding further fuel to the fire is the controversy surrounding the recognition of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel on the international stage. As political and religious interests intertwine, the stage is set for a captivating and complex narrative that grabs the attention of audiences worldwide. The quest for the construction of the elusive Third Temple is a tale shrouded in complexity and tension. While various groups fervently advocate for its realization, numerous barriers challenge this aspiration. Jewish religious practices at the historical site are burdened by restrictions, while the presence of black-clad Muslim women acts as an unforeseen deterrent for Jewish tourists. In a further twist, Muslim leaders vehemently deny the very existence of a prior Jewish temple at this revered location, adding fuel to the fiery deadlock. Amidst this deadlock, a remarkable event transpired on October 12th, breathing new life into the ancient Jewish tradition and reigniting the hope for a third temple. The ceremony, attended by countless devout followers, showcased the influential presence of Kohanim, the ceremonially dressed priests, and Levites responsible for instrumental melodies. Commencing at the esteemed Shahar Haspot in Jerusalem, the participants embarked on a historical pilgrimage to Jihan, which is also known as Salam, a place that holds great significance. During this awe-inspiring journey, the entourage indulged in enchanting chants and captivating dances, filling the atmosphere with an undeniable sense of fervor. The air resonated with the soul-stirring sound of silver trumpets as they made halts at various significant points, captivating the attention of revered rabbis in attendance. Once the entourage reached Jihan, a moment of profound symbolism unfolded as they dutifully filled a majestic golden pitch with water, reviving a tradition linked to the temples of old. Having completed this sacred task, the devoted group ascended the mountaintop, a place of profound sanctity. There, a magnificent sight awaited them as they meticulously constructed a symbolic altar. This altar was adorned with an exquisite display of lush green branches, serving as a poignant reminder of the sacred connection between nature and spiritual devotion. Although the Torah remains silent about this mesmerizing water ceremony, its origins are shrouded in history, passed down through the generations by the illustrious Moses himself. This sacred rite is regarded as the pinnacle of celebration, spanning an astonishing 15 hours within the hallowed walls of the temple. Can you imagine the sheer joy and exhilaration that must have filled the air as the night sky slowly transformed into the first rays of dawn? Prepare to be enchanted as you witness the ancient Kohanib, revered figures of religious significance, embark on a sacred journey, following a meticulously designed path from the temple to the sprightly spring nestled at the foot of Mount Moriah. They collect water from a source that resonates with divine purity. This water, imbued with spiritual energy, serves as a conduit for blessings and invocations. But the allure of this tradition extends beyond the boundaries of the temple. It attracts worshippers from far and wide, transcending international borders to unite believers from diverse nations. Discover the profound significance of this hallowed ground, now known as the Temple Mount, a place of historical and religious importance that has mesmerized both Jews and Muslims throughout the ages. Hidden beneath the well-renowned Al-Aqsa Mosque, recent archaeological excavations have unearthed evidence of an ancient religious structure, further deepening the mystery and intrigue surrounding this sacred site. In an archaeological discovery, traces of an ancient Jewish building have been unearthed, challenging the long-held belief that no Jewish temple existed at this site. This finding has sent shockwaves through historical and religious circles, as it adds an intriguing twist to the narrative surrounding the iconic Al-Aqsa Mosque. The Al-Aqsa Mosque, revered in Islamic tradition as a work of Abraham, has always been a source of great historical and spiritual significance. However, the recent discovery of a Jewish ritual bath, known as a mikveh, beneath the mosque's floor, has cast an intriguing shadow on this iconic structure. It was during an investigation of earthquake damage that British archaeologist Robert Hamilton stumbled upon this fascinating revelation. This revelation not only adds a new layer of historical complexity, but also ignites religious and cultural debates about the sacredness of the site. For centuries, the absence of any concrete evidence of a Jewish temple at the Temple Mount has fueled theories denying its existence. However, with the unveiling of the mikveh, previously undisclosed British documents now provide compelling evidence of an ancient temple that holds significant importance for the Jewish community. While archaeologists grapple with the implications of this significant find, Israel finds itself embroiled in a different kind of mystery. Reports of strange and powerful sounds resembling trumpets echo across its skies, leaving both locals and authorities puzzling over their origins. The eerie and unexplained nature of these sound phenomena has sparked unease and fascination in equal measure. Witnesses describe hearing noises resembling explosions and feeling intense vibrations in various parts of the country, including Tel Aviv and Gushan. Even more perplexing, these sounds have been reported as far as Jules, approximately 50 miles from their initial source. Israeli military and police authorities, overwhelmed by this unexplained phenomenon, have turned to social media, hoping for clues or leads that may provide answers to these mysterious sounds. Imagine the bewilderment experienced by the Israeli police and military as they find themselves challenged by a wave of unusual acoustic phenomena, their origins remaining tantalizingly elusive. But it doesn't stop there, as reports flood in from across the globe, from the sprawling fields of the United States to the picturesque landscapes of Costa Rica and beyond. The world is united in its confusion, driven to the brink of obsession by these haunting reverberations. Describing these strange sounds as deep buzzing or resonant trumpets and horns, witnesses report an otherworldly chorus emanating from both the heavens above and the very earth beneath. Imagine standing in awe, transfixed by the inexplicable moans that seem to transcend the boundaries of reality. It is as if musical instruments from beyond the veil of existence have come alive, their metallic resonances sending shivers down the spines of those who dare to listen. But what sets these sounds apart is their chilling unpredictability. Never before have human ears been graced with such unearthly sonances, casting an aura of mystery over these enigmatic occurrences. With each passing report of these supernatural vibrations, curiosity grows, drawing us closer to the unknown. The world trembles with curiosity as enigmatic sounds fill the air, igniting wild speculation and captivating the minds of those who dare to ponder their origins. These ethereal melodies have stirred a deep sense of mystery among individuals who find themselves drawn to the pages of ancient scriptures. Could these haunting sounds be harbingers of ominous events, signaling the approach of the very apocalypse itself? Whispers of an eerie connection between these enchanting sounds and the cataclysmic trumpets described in biblical accounts have piqued the interest of conspiracy theorists and devout believers alike. They find solace in the notion that these resounding echoes bear an uncanny resemblance to the trumpets described in the book of Revelation. 7 trumpets, carefully crafted and played by divine angels. Each solemn note is a harbinger of earth-shattering events that will shape the course of human history forever. It was on the secluded island of Patmos that the visions were revealed to the prophet John. A cascade of trumpets, announcing the onset of devastating calamities, was imprinted into the very fabric of his existence. But these trumpets were no ordinary musical instruments. They were known as sachet, mystic artifacts adorned with a brilliant bronze exterior. Their elongated and straight shape, coupled with mouthpieces of bone and distinctive bells, set them apart from the modern-day trumpets we are familiar with. Legend has it that before the haunting melodies of the trumpets could seep into the realm of human perception, a sacred seal had to be broken, a seal that contained the divine messages of a higher power. The tension builds as the seal is shattered, unleashing a symphony of otherworldly sounds. These final 3 trumpet calls, ominously referred to as the trumpets of disaster, hold unimaginable power as they summon forth periods of extreme tribulation. They intertwine with the prophetic words of the book of Revelation, creating a tapestry of complexity and significance that captivates the human psyche. But the connections between these transcendent sounds and ancient scripts do not end there. In the book of Numbers, a divine command is bestowed upon Moses and Aaron. Picture this. God's celestial voice echoes through the minds of devoted followers. Now this makes us come to the end. Subscribe now to stay informed and engaged with further updates surrounding this captivating and enigmatic subject that has captured the imagination of the masses.